Hey everyone, what's going on? It's Scott here from Can Geek Games and Collectibles, welcoming you as always to the Can Geek YouTube channel. And today we are talking Avengers Infinity War. And as promised in a previous video, this video is our spoiler video. So if you've yet to see Infinity War, do yourself a favor, do not watch the rest of this video until you do see Infinity War. And then come back and watch this and, weigh in on some of the things we talk about today. So, spoilers. Consider yourself warned. So, Infinity War picks up more or less where Thor Ragnarok left off. The opening sequence of the movie begins with the refugee ship full of survivors from Asgard being attacked by Thanos. And Thanos and his minions are there for one thing. They want the Tesseract, which Thor has been led to believe was destroyed. It later comes out that Loki has had the Tesseract this entire time, and it is only when Loki's life is truly threatened that he reveals the Tesseract to Thanos. As we know, the Tesseract is in fact one of the Infinity Stones. Thanos obviously takes the thing and into the gauntlet it goes. Loki stupidly tries to kill Thanos, and like that, Loki is death number one. The question is, will Loki's death stick? Now, we obviously know that when Infinity War Part 2 comes out, there's going to be some deaths that are going to be reversed. There has to be, right? Because, for example, with the overwhelming success of Black Panther, they've already confirmed we're going to get a Black Panther 2. But T'Challa is one of the people who does not survive the events of Infinity War. So there's a death rate there that does have to be reversed. Other notable deaths, obviously, we know that with the deal between Sony and Disney and Marvel Studios and everyone that's got their hand in that, with the success of Spider-Man Homecoming, we're gonna see another Spider-Man film, but poor Peter Parker got wiped from existence during the events of Infinity War, compliments of a fully powered Infinity Gauntlet. So there's another death rate there that does have to be reversed. Now, moving forward, obviously, there are some characters that were wiped out in Infinity War that may not be coming back. Let's be honest about it. It has been confirmed in a recent interview with the Russo brothers that not every death in Infinity War is going to be reversed. And there's a few, because I sat down with my 15-year-old son who I went to see the film with, and we talked about this afterwards, and we laid out some people that we're sure are not necessarily going to return to the Marvel Universe. Bucky Barnes, played by Sebastian Stan, we know he's coming back, because if Chris Evans makes his exit at the end of Infinity War Part 2, Bucky Barnes picks up the mantle of Captain America. So Bucky's got to come back, right? So Sebastian Stan should be coming back. Benedict Cumberbatch, however, as Doctor Strange, I have a feeling that his is going to be a death that will not be reversed. He doesn't seem like the type of guy to me that wants to get locked down for any extended period of time to a film or a film franchise. Now, obviously, it's an opinion, right? So I could be wrong. But I would not be surprised if that was a permanent death. Other characters that I'm not sure will return. Nick Fury, right? Like, it was a surprise. I hoped that Sam Jackson would appear in Infinity War. They left that to the very last, like, 30 seconds, right at the end of the credits, in the end credit sequence, when he was wiped from existence, not before, one last heroic deed where he calls for the help of Captain Marvel. But I have this feeling that Sam Jackson's days in the Marvel Universe could be over. So it would not surprise me if that is another death that does not get reversed. Other characters that I'm not completely sure will return. Falcon was wiped out. I'm not sure you'll see him come back. I'm pretty sure War Machine was wiped out of existence as well. And that's another character I'm not totally convinced they're going to bring back after Infinity War is all said and done. Characters that I'm pretty sure are coming back. We know that we're getting a Guardians Part 3, right? But all of the Guardians were just wiped out. So you have to know that they're going to bring some of the Guardians back, right? Like, we're going to get Star-Lord back. I'm sure that Chris Pine has probably signed a multi-year contract thing with Marvel, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him come back. Dave Bautista returning as Drax, I'm pretty sure he'll come back. We'll get Rocket back. We'll get Groot back. The one I'm not really sure about, though, is I have this feeling that Gamora's death is going to stick. I mean, Thanos threw her off a freaking cliff. Obviously, this is an opinion. They could very well reverse that death. I don't think they will. I'm kind of the personal opinion that her death is going to be a permanent one. And that they will potentially bring Mantis back and replace Gamora with Mantis. Now, truth be told, I hope I'm wrong. I'd rather have Gamora back than Mantis, but it would not surprise me if that was one of the twists they threw in our direction by the time the Infinity War saga is finished. Now, it is also possible, let's be upfront about this, that they could swap out a couple deaths, right? So everybody knows that both Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans have one movie left on their contracts with Marvel, that being Infinity War Part 2. There is the belief, there's been rumors floating around for years, that both RDJ and Chris Evans don't want to come back. Which, as a fan, by the way, is kind of heartbreaking because I love these guys in the roles that they are portraying. But I can understand after so many years, for example, why Robert Downey wouldn't want to come back. And apparently Chris Evans has said previously that every time that he has to prep for the role of Steve Rogers, that it takes a toll on his body. And I can kind of imagine why he wouldn't want to come back either. So if Infinity War Part 2 is to be their last film, it's conceivable anyways that they could kill those two characters off maybe and bring back two characters in their place. Again, this is an opinion. I could be totally wrong, but it's just my opinion. Now, last but not least, before this video winds down, let's talk Bruce Banner. So, at the beginning of the movie, when Thanos storms the Asgardian refugee ship, Banner hulks out, and we get to see the shit we wanted to see. We get to see the Hulk go toe-to-toe with Thanos. However, it doesn't work out in Banner's direction, obviously. Thanos basically bitch slaps the Hulk all over that ship. And that is the one and only time we get to see the Hulk through the entire course of Infinity War, right? From that point on, it's Bruce Banner, the entire movie. Banner is trying to pull the Hulk out of him any way he can, getting his adrenaline running, getting himself angry, trying to Hulk out. And it ain't happening. And on a page that we run on Facebook, on our Facebook community group, we actually set up a virtual event to talk Infinity War spoilers with anyone who is seeing the film already. And I got into a conversation with someone the other day about this, and what I've basically come up with is why Banner couldn't bring the Hulk out comes down to one thing: performance anxiety. As ridiculous as that sounds, the Hulk got his ass kicked. Unfortunately, he got his ass kicked. And up to that point, Hulk, strongest in creation, right? Like, Hulk, strongest there is. Until he goes toe-to-toe with Thanos. So now, the Hulk doesn't want to come out and play anymore. Was this the right direction for them to take with the character? Not necessarily. Is it something that they can turn around and adjust for the next Infinity War film? Absolutely. I have this feeling that we're going to see the Hulk in Infinity War Part 2, which I'm looking forward to. But it was also kind of awesome to see Bruce Banner flying around in the Hulkbuster suit, right? One of those kind of tidbits I personally wasn't expecting. So, those are some personal opinions about Infinity War 2. I hope you've all enjoyed watching this video. I'm going to leave a link to that Facebook event that I just referenced in the description down below. If you want to talk Infinity War spoilers, we invite and encourage you to come join us on our Facebook community page in the virtual event that we've set up, and just have at it. Go nuts talking about Infinity War spoilers with other like-minded fans. Anyways, that's it for me for now. Thanks very much for listening to me ramble about what is kind of my second favorite movie of the year. And I say that only because I'm torn here. Earlier this year, I did this video about Black Panther, and I'm kind of torn here right now because I loved both of these movies and I can't decide which one I liked more. They're kind of on an even playing field right now, at least for me. So I'll tell you what, in the description, in the comments down below, why don't you guys tell me what you think? What movie was better? Was Infinity War better than Black Panther, or was Black Panther better than Infinity War? I'd love to hear your feedback on that. Anyways, that's it for me now. For now, please do join us in our Facebook event and talk Infinity War spoilers with us. And remember to hit the like and subscribe button, like the video, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Till then, thanks as always for following Can Geek here on YouTube. We'll talk again soon. Ciao for now.